What is going on, y'all? KMBest here. The first deck I ever hit Legend with in Hearthstone was in the original Ungoro expansion. It was Murloc Paladin. I'd be lying if I said the fact that there was a Murloc Paladin quest in the new Ungoro expansion wasn't my most excited thing that I was looking forward to here. I realize the grammar on that is terrible. That's just how excited I am. And I got a chance to actually play with this quest when I was invited to the Hearthstone Theorycrafting stream. Now, this set doesn't release for a couple of weeks, but I have exclusive to the people that were on the Theorycrafting stream, gameplay with this quest, which I actually think is really, really good. By the end of Theorycrafting, it felt like this was the thing that most people were on. And they were refining it and refining it and refining it, and it was just like, this is just a very consistently powerful strategy. One of the easiest ways to get me interested in playing any game is to say, hey, remember that thing that you loved 8 to 10 years ago? It's good now, it's maybe even great. And this quest might be doing that for what Murloc Paladin is about to become. This quest is notably unique among these quests, repeatable. So every 5 Murlocs you summon, your future Murlocs get +1/+1. Forever. It just continues happening. What this does is give what would normally be a fairly aggressively positioned deck some genuine inevitability because its bigger guys start being bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And there are a couple of interesting interactions that are probably worth pointing out before we jump into the actual gameplay. When it says summon Murlocs, that means that reborns actually count. So Murmy here is a Murloc on his own, and then when he gets summoned back by his reborn ability, it's another Murloc, so that also counts. This guy, Tyrannogill, was basically the all-star of the deck. A rush minion, so it can attack other minions the first turn it comes down. It is a Murloc on its own, and it's also 3 Murlocs in a dinosaur suit. So this summons 3 more Murlocs, effectively reloading the board with a bunch of guys that all trigger the quest and make this deck get even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. This guy felt like the key card in basically every mirror of this deck that I played, and the more that time went on, the more mirrors there were on the Theorycrafting server. Another fairly useful card in mirrors was this guy, who I was not actually playing because there weren't a lot of mirrors when I started, but by the time Theorycrafting was coming to a close, it felt like Murloc Paladin was every other game. Again, the main thing that matters in these mirrors is gaining a board advantage that is sort of not necessarily vulnerable to one single Tyrannoquill, and then using a Murloc War Leader to convert that board advantage into one big turn of actually winning the game. This guy, smaller than a Tyrannogill, but still playing the same role, also, importantly, summoning more Murlocs. For those who are unaware, Kindred in this case means if you played something with the same type of this before it. So on the turn before, if you played a Murloc, you will be able to play this, you will get the Kindred ability. If you didn't play a Murloc, no Kindred ability. Another card I wasn't playing, but by the time people figured out what this deck was seriously doing, I think this guy's going to end up in it, perhaps. The 8 cost is very high. You do have the ability to discount him to 6 with the 2/4 Murloc that can discount off of a Kindred ability that gets it Divine Shield as well. But this is effectively, oh, complete the quest. That's just what it says. You get a full proc of the quest, all your Murlocs get +1/+1, and, much like Tyrannogill, this is removal or tempo in the mirrors. This deck was one of the coolest things that I actually got to play over the course of the Theorycrafting. There's going to be some more Theorycrafting videos coming. Remember, you won't be able to play with these cards until the new set drops. I'm just a very lucky nepotism streamer, so please do, if you enjoy what you're going to see here, like and subscribe. We're going to try to build this channel up and see what it can become by the time this set actually comes out. Expect more Theorycrafting videos here. I hope you enjoy them. I've been KMBest. You have been phenomenal. Let's jump into the gameplay. I was unironically a Murloc player 8 years ago. I played Gentle Megasaur on turn 4, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved it more than anything else. It was my favorite. It was my absolute favorite thing to do, and we're going to be doing it again. I'm exactly the same person as I've always been.
You're going second. So
That, wow, I get the coin? I will use it wisely, Mr. Innkeeper. Alright, what does their thing do? I'm guessing I just lose if they get to that. Okay.
Go on, miss just one.
This quest was the one that stuck out to me, and then the Beast quest in Hunter stuck out to me. That seemed cool, too. Unironic Firefly Gaming. Wow. I'm gonna want to coin this guy out on 5. It'll finish my quest, or so that is sort of where I'm at. Oh. Maybe I should have played it this turn. Maybe I should have played it this turn. This quest is done. But I get to keep doing it? Okay. We've got to get them out of here before they get to whatever this is, though. They're on 1 out of 8 for Discovers. We've got to get them out of here. This makes sense to me. Giving the War Leader Divine Shield seems pretty good. Yeah, normally I'm on quite late. I gotta imagine I just die the second they get to that. And I gotta imagine they can get to that, like, now-ish.
Whoops.
Whoops? What's the whoops? What did he beef? Oh. I see. Always trade. Never go face. King Bjorn, thank you for the tier 1. So I was on on the coin. The only mage spell I know is Flame Strike. I killed that to preserve the Divine Shield on these guys, basically. That was kind of the extent of it. I just wanted to preserve the Divine Shield on these guys. I don't... 6 damage. Alright, well, we're probably not preserving the... Oh! Okay. Very well. I will not, I wish there was an attack with all button. If you play Murloc War Leader, I will do it.
Let's not waste time.
Wow, that is a really good card. I gotta imagine that's a card I'm supposed to get late. It feels like a card I'm supposed to get late. Okay. I think I just want things that are cheaper this early. Sure. Sure. Plus 1, plus 2. Wow. I mean, like, I'm into all this tribal stuff. Another mage. We're just gonna try to... They need to go out of this game before we get into any kind of bad situation. Yo, Last Shark, thank you for the tier 1. Alright. We snap. One of these guys goes away for sure. Wow, okay. 1. Please tell me. Please tell me this carries over. Like, if I end my turn right now... Okay, good. I was really afraid for a second. I did not process in my first game that this guy is also a Murloc. He's 3 Murlocs in a trench coat. That's crazy. Three Murlocs in a trench coat, literally. I wish I could snap, dog. I would snap this game. No, that's illegal. I have no stats. Maybe I can discover a good Murloc. They are glyphing. Oh my god, I just have no board. That freeze is so busted. Get cat? Hold on. We'll do that. We'll do that in a second. Don't worry. Okay, so it's like Frostbolt in to wipe my board? Randomly... Ow. Does it come back with the 7? Comes back as a 3/3. Fair enough. Throws it. Alright, cool. More Murlocs, baby! My Murlocs get progressively larger and larger forever. They'll get progressively bigger and bigger. I summon a man that allows me to summon an even larger man. And then that in turn allows me to summon an even larger man. I love summoning larger and larger men. It's a classic strategy that I learned from the best. Day 9. I simply go face. There's no need to trade. I actually wonder how true that is. If my guys keep getting bigger, I feel like I actually am supposed to trade because the infinitely large guys help me win in the mid game. And if I go to the late game, I'm just not going to win anyway. I feel bad now because this is the same person.
I will fight with honor.
And they're probably trying to do something cool with their mage. And I'm just like, what if instead of doing anything cool, it was all bad? Draw last. Ouch. Ouch! Ow, dude! Cut it out! Okay, so we're gonna try to play, I guess, the long game here, which I'm sure we can't do.
I lost my place.
We're just gonna try and infinitely loop Tyranno Gills from here. We're just gonna try to infinitely loop Tyranno Gills from here. Like, the entire rest of the game, we're just playing this, and then this, and then this. That's it. It's just this guy forever. And each one of them basically finishes my quest for another time. So that's the plan. We're just gonna keep finishing the quest. We trade off these guys, play another Tyranno Guild, then we trade off those guys, play another Tyranno Guild. That is my genius god gaming level plan. That is my genius god gaming level plan. How noob friendly is Hearthstone? Actually, if you check out the YouTube, I did a video on the Hearthstone loner decks today, which are like the major... Holy crap. What are we on? 2 out of 5? Hello, it's Tyranno Guild number 2! What? Whee! Oh my god, this has Wind Fury. Surely Tyranno Guild number 3. Ah, crap. Well, we didn't die. Okay. Whee! We are smacking face.
The Titans have
Oh, God. Okay. Okay. We're winning. It's not lethal, but it is lethal. Is this my favorite Hearthstone streamer? I can only hope. Alright, not gonna lie, this rocks. This is everything I ever wanted to do in a Paladin deck. It's the greatest deck of all time.